Welcome back. We are taking your questions about plants and gardens with our expert Craig Hignight on our Facebook page. And let's start off with Lisa. What is the fastest growing tree to plant in sandy soil?
Well, in a sandy soil, I would go ahead with something like, and you're not going to want to hear this, senior moment.
Let's bring it back.
Okay, we're going to go with the Brandywine maple. And the other one was, it's the weeping willow, of course, weeping willow. It's a fairly fast growing, it is a soft tree. You know, you're gonna have a lot of debris to pick up with that Brandywine. There's gonna be no debris, no seed, but it can still put on 18 inches of growth a year very easily, and it's a good hardwood tree.
Nice. Gay asks, what causes blooms to fall off a crookneck squash with proving squash?
You know, if the leaves are coming off, I'm going to worry a lot about a fungus of some kind. There we go with the copper fungicide again. You've got to stay on top of these diseases, especially with this hot, humid weather. They are going to be rampant over the next month to 6 weeks. So also make sure that you even out that watering. You don't want to let the plants get extremely dry between waterings, but the fungicide should definitely make a little difference.
All right. And then Terry says, my yucca plant has not bloomed in 2 years. It did before that. What did I do?
Well, for a yucca not to bloom, he's just not happy. You know, you go out and talk nice to it for a while. You can go in, and if you look under the leaves of the yucca that are green on top, you're going to find a lot of debris. Now, not that this is going to make a big difference, but you can clean out that debris under there and then put a little bit of organic fertilizer around the plant. Maybe this plant, you know, has just gotten a little hungry along the way. Also remember, like most plants, it is setting bud in August and September. So you invest some water late in the summer to go ahead and build next year's blooming crop. Well, that's what you're doing with the yucca also.
You know, just before you ask the next question, I had a yucca, and I tried to get rid of that thing. I tried to send it to the compost pile in the sky, and those things are so hardy. Like, they just will come back, and the roots go to the core of the earth.
And they will. The only thing you can do with a yucca is once you grub it out, cut it off, get out your stump and brush killer and paint it on that stump that's left behind. It will go down, it will kill the roots, and the plant will not come back.
Wow, crazy. Bob's got a question about his bushes here. He's got some Ubushes, and he's replacing them with boxwoods. He's asking, can I replant the boxwoods right after taking out the Ubushes? Anything else I should know about?
Well, I would go ahead and add some organic matter. Like any good planting situation, once you've got the bed all worked up or the areas where you're taking out the U's, as far as acidity and all that, both those plants, both like their soil a little acid. But in our area, remember, with this hot, humid weather that we're getting, Mother Nature is cooking that organic matter out of the soil every day. So we always add organic matter when we're putting in fresh nursery stock.
Okay. Lee says, I have 100 trees growing on my yard. Help.
Oh.
There we go. Stump and brush killer again. Now, you never can tell. Go through, see if any of them are worth keeping. But if these are all just weed trees, you know, like when I lived on the ravine, we just had trees coming up, you know, willy-nilly. If you go in and cut out the ones that you don't want, you have to make sure that you put that stump and brush killer on that live cut within 15 minutes after you make the cut, so that the product can go down into the roots, kill the roots, and the plant will not come back. Mother Nature will get rid of that stump in about 2 years for you.
Now, if it's not, what if it's just like squirrels planting the little acorns? Like, I know I have a tree and they're just planting, and I have a zillion of them in my yard too. They don't have really a stump. It's just kind of like a little
the thing is, if you've got very young trees, I'm saying, usually smaller
Like
than your
toothpick.
little finger, if you cut them off the ground, they are more than likely not going to come back.
Just
They
maybe.
have to develop a little
Yeah.
bit before they have the reserves in their roots to go ahead
Got
and push sprouts up
Okay.
when they're cut off.
All right, Craig. Well, thank you so much for joining us as always. And you can be part of the conversation as well. Just join our Facebook Live with Craig every Wednesday, and then you can submit your questions and be a part of that conversation.